You all know I love Pokemon, but there's a lot of Pokemon games I've never actually played. Mainly, both Unova games, so any Gen 5 game, and any Gen 4 game. I also like Nuzlocking, but want to improve my Nuzlocking repertoire. Thankfully, there's one Generation Lock stone that can take out these two avian Pokemon problems. Yes, I've started a Generation Lock. And this is episode 5 of my Generation Lock, also known as the Zlippy Lock. Anyways, let's get into episode 5, Zlippy Lock Silver. Before we start, the rules of the Zlippy Lock are simple. Hardcore Nuzlocke rules, except you can use one healing item per major battle. And when a Pokemon dies, or if you use it in battle even once and it doesn't come through to the final fight, you can't use it in any other games. A special rule I added. If a Pokemon can survive 5 legs, they get access to their egg moves and hidden abilities if they want to use it. You were also given infinite rare candies, max repels, and master balls for accessibility and to speed up the game. Okay, let's get into the video game now. We start off by going to the lab and grabbing our starter Chikorita. Then, we go to get to the team from the last leg from the Pokemon Center. Drake the Drowsy is up. He's our team leader from all the way back in leg 1. Since he's been alive for 5 whole legs, he gets to access to the moves Barrier and Light Screen, making him quite a good support, with good coverage having the elemental punches be special in this game from Goldenrod City Department. Our Pokemon Gold starter, Elgod Papu the Cyndaquil, is up next. While it may not have too much coverage, besides Thunder Punch, it evolves a bit late. Its raw firepower, pun intended, is quite handy, and again, it gets Thunder Punch for water types, which is good. Another absolute monster early game is Milkers the Miltank. Not only is it strong as hell for this point in the game, because of how low this game's levels are, it has the stall capacity later on, and it has fantastic coverage. Inkling the Tentacool is quite a good tanky fish, even though it's quite mediocre until it evolves. Rocky the Onix is the absolute big boy tank early game. That is a good switch on 90% of physical attackers. Finally is Heat Death the Chinchap. This is quite a powerful water type, with an insane learn set to kind of completely shut down scary Pokemon. We go through to Violet City, catching a Geodude named Flex Dude, who will one day see the light of day, before going to Falconer to challenge him for our first badge. The blue-haired kid got absolutely slammed by my WWE cow, killing the 2 birds with a few tackles. Next, we will go through Sprout Tower, and then we get to a cave, and then go to Exelia Town, where we need to do the second badge. Before that, I beat up some grunts in a well. It was pretty easy, just nice and quick, before we go in to do the second gym. Rocky crushes all these bugs easily, giving us the second badge. We now go through Alex Forest. Elgod Papu evolves into Quilava, and we get the elemental punches and the return TMs from the Goldenrod department store for Draken Milkers, before going over to fight Whitney. This sure was a fight. I start by taking out Clefairy with Rocky, and then this event plays out. That is the absolute most scummy thing I've ever seen. Now, we spam Mud Slap as it rolls out, and it can't hurt us. Okay, now we go to our own Miltank and stomp this thing. Is it gonna stop spamming Milk Drink? Oh my god. Milk Drink up. I am out of Milk Drink, people. We win. We beat Milk. This motherfucker managed to stall 20 PP when Well, at least we got the third badge. We also got the attract TM, which will get lots of use later. You'll see. We then go to Eckertseek to fight Morty. The fight starts with Milkers taking out Ghastly, but getting cursed. I do a bit of chip damage on the Haunter before switching to Papa, who ends up just killing the Haunter. I chip down Gengar, but then I switch to Milkers and I almost kill the Gengar, but decide to switch out on a Dream Eater and I switch into Heat Death. He takes out the Gengar and then does some Paralyzed Confused Cheese because of its really good learn set to take out Haunter, giving us the badge. Now that we've beat Morty, Drake and Heat Death evolve, and I give Shadow Ball to Milkers and quickly beat the Komodo girls and give the Surf HM to both of our water types. We now go down to Olivine City and surf over to Chuck to quickly beat him. Here's how that fight went. We start by putting the Primate to sleep with Drake's Hypnosis, before going into Heat Death and killing it with 2 Surfs. Then I almost take out the Poliwrath as well, but I get very low, and I only survive because I dodged a Dynamic Punch. After that scare, I go to Inkling, and it finishes the battle with a Acid. Because of that, Inkling evolves into Tentacle, and then we go over to the Lake of Rage, where we find the shiny Gyarados. I quickly catch it, and then I go stop the crime in Mahogany Town. There's not much to talk about the Rocket Hideout. Just cleared some easy grunts and then we moved on. While doing the gym puzzle, I ended up making this blunder. What move is this? You wanna go play this game? Okay, we're confused, right? You don't know how bad that is. Thankfully, it's not all bad though. See, because I can just mod in the Game Corner coins, I could technically buy the OP Game Corner TMs whenever I want. Because that's not really fair, I ended up making a rule called the Game Corner rule. This rule goes as follows. After I beat the 6th gym in any game, after every gym badge after that, so after this 6th gym, I can get a TM from the Game Corner. So after this battle, I could go to get Thunder, and after the 7th gym, I could get another TM, and so on and so forth. The problem is, all my Pokemon over-leveled in the Rocket Hideout, except for the 2 water types, and one of those water types doesn't have a super effective move on the 2 Dugong and Seal. So let's just see how this goes. The Seal goes down to a couple Surfs, and it's the same story with Piloswine as well. I'm just gonna play out the Dugong part. This should not be happening. No healing item. Do I have any healing items? $10 HP. It would be better HP by 20. Let's go for the Rage Bar. Oh my god. I did Heat Death should be dead 2 times in a row. I should not be such a critical dumbass. This is not that hard to do that this. Hey, well, at least I got the badge. Yep, I had to bust out the 20 HP rare candy bar. only to be able to live by para. I need to be more prepared. At least I do get Thunder, and we swiftly move on to get the medicine and fight Jasmine, where I won't do any stupid idiot mistake ever again, totally. This was one of my most embarrassing gym battles I have ever done in my whole Pokemon career, where my brain just actively shut off and I have no idea what happened and why I did what I did. Anyways, I'm just gonna let it play out. Just get your popcorn. This is some stupid shit. Let's go, Jasmine. Mud slap. Instant steal it. What did it use? What? Earthquake. No, the steel move. I'm so stupid. I generally have the tism. Why would I do that? 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 Oh, the deathless leg. It's over. Oh, at least Elgato-Papu evolves into Typhlosion, and we gave it Fire Blast because of our game corner rule. We won and got the badge, but at what cost? Next, I go south of Blackthorn to get my encounter, and it's a Fanpy. I name it Fanman and add it to the team. That's a reroll. I am going to start tweaking. Actually, Fanpy could be worse. I will just say that. It could be worse. Could be much better. Could be worse. Let's call this the Fan Man. We have Wingman, Bangman, Finman, I think. I don't remember. Fan Man. I'ma actually use Fan Man. We now, real quick, do the rocket radio tower business. Always thought it was a bit bad and just like to pad out game time. The chat just wanted to get it over with and do some gambling, which is kind of based. After we beat those rocket grunts, we go gambling, where Little Mojo in the YouTube chat shows me he's a gambler pro who put his life savings on red. I believe in y'all. Pink 6, bet. I heard a pink 6. Who just said pink 6? That was correct. Oh my god, click that. That is a moment in history. Little Mojo, you are a genius. The Claire fight starts with Inkling killing Dragonair. Then I switch to Drake and misclick Thunder Punch, but I do get the paralysis surprisingly. Then I kill it with a few Ice Punches, and I do the same for the next Dragonair. Then when Kingdra comes in, I go to Heat Death, and because Kingdra used Hyper Beam on the recharge turn, I paralyze the Kingdra. Then I go to Milkers, and with a couple of returns, I win the fight, giving us our 8th badge. The will fight starts with Heat Death killing Xatu, then paralyzing the oncoming Exeggutor, before taking a Psychic, and then Elgato-Papu switches in to sweep the rest of Will's team, beating the first Elite Four member. The Koga fight is a fan-man sweep. Fan-man rolling out on all the bugs until Fortress, before killing the Fortress and then just roll outing again to win. The Bruno fight is another fan-man carry, taking out the Hitmons before getting low on Machamp. Drake switches in, puts Machamp to sleep before El God Papu comes in to take it out, and against the Onyx, Inkling cleans it up, finishing the fight. The Karen fight starts with Milkers beating Umbreon before getting para-cheesed by the Vileplume, so El God Papu comes in. He starts causing mayhem, and then this absolute bullshit happens. Can I switch? Please. If you motherfucking pursue, if you use Pursuit, it is not gonna end well for you. And I died. How does the Gen 2 AI work with Pursuit? I'm convinced it cheats. The Lance fight starts with Heat Death killing the Gyarados with a Thunder, then paralyzing and confusing the first Dragonite. Inkling comes in, but the Dragonite fights through the hacks and paralyzes our Tentacruel. Then, Inkling tries to Blizzard, but it gets paralyzed and takes much damage, so I have to switch to Drake to hang a Hyper Beam and kill the Dragonite. Then I heal Drake using my one healing item, and hit the Aerodactyl with a Thunder Punch, but get low. Milkers with some cheese kills the Aerodactyl. For Charizard, I go to Fan-Man, but I pivot out because I almost die. And I go to Inkling, who survives the Flamethrower, but the second Flamethrower gets a high roll, so Inkling dies. Heat Death comes in and almost beats the Charizard, but also falls. Milker's Revenge kills and the last mon is out. And with the power of Infatuation Cheese install, Milkers wins the fight. We need to rebuild. We only have 2 team members left. So I go out and grab some guys from the boxes and catch Pokemon in Kanto. The new team tank is Flex Dude the Golem. Since most Trade Evolutions mons evolve Trade Evolutions at level 36, that is the rule for this Zlippy-Lock, which I also did for Steelix back in Gold. Now, that ground type problem is solved, so we can deal with Red's Pikachu. The starter we grabbed from the lab is Mish the Meganium. This is a special tank stall that has some inspiration from Milkers, let's just say, and is quite cheesy. Finally is Ligma the Macargo, which brings some much needed raw fire damage since we lost El God Papu, and you can never go wrong with big damage. So, now, let's real quick speed through the Kanto badges, because again, these are 10 levels lower than me, and I'd rather not waste your time. Surge gets super swept by Flex Dude. Erica's first 3 Pokemon fall to Drake, with Mishmish and Milkers finishing it up. Mishmish sets up the light screen on Sabrina, with Milker and Drake doing all the work, and Flex Dude finishes it off. Flex Dude sweeps Janine, Flex Dude and Mishmish sweep Brock, Mishmish and Milkers sweep Misty, Flex Dude sweep Blaine's, and the blue fight is actually interesting. Pidgeot dies to Ligma, and Mishmish comes in and kills the Rhydon, and does some trading blows with Executor before setting up a screen so that Milkers can come in and kill it. It also kills the Alakazam while it's at it. Gyarados dies to Drake with a couple of Thunder Punches, but Drake almost dies in the process. And finally, Flex Dude comes out to kill Arcanine, giving us all the Kanto badges. We climb up Mount Silver to fight Red. The Red fight starts with Flex Dude killing Pikachu. Then Drake switches in on Espeon's attack and puts it to sleep, so Milkers can come in and kill it with some body slams. Then Milkers cheeses the hell out of the Snorlax with Infatuation and Body Slam, and it also does the same to Red's Venusaur. Ligma comes in and beats Charizard to death with a rock before Mishmish comes to kill Blastoise with a Giga Drain and beat the game. Thanks for making it to the end of Zlippy-Lock Silver. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. Join the Discord server if you're interested. Updates for videos are there, and it's just a fun place to hang out. So until next time...